Well, you've picked up your Kawasaki side cases for your Versys, your Ninja 1100, or the Ninja H2 SX, and you're trying to ask yourself, are they easy to put together or should I let the dealership do it? Well, in today's video, we're going to go over how easy it is to put this stuff together. And if you're curious about the part numbers that I'm using for my H2 SX SE, I'll have all these part numbers listed below. So there are different key systems, so please just keep that in mind and do your due diligence and check to make sure if you're ordering the key set, you're getting the right one. Everything that I have listed down below, Kawasaki part numbers, is all for 2026 and up. So anything prior to that, just check it out before you make your purchase. All right, so starting out with your key, there's little grooves where you're going to put your springs and stuff into it, and then you're going to put your tumblers in there as well. I've already assembled one of these on the other cases, so I already know which color tumblers I need in here. Do them one at a time. If there's too much sticking above or too much sticking below, you've put the wrong one in. Your goal is to have the tumbler, when you insert your key, all the tumblers are flush with the top and the bottom of it. If you need to pull the tumblers out because you've put the wrong one in the wrong spot, I find using a control screwdriver to either push them in or pull them out, as they can be difficult to install as well. So you can use your control screwdriver to just give it a good push or get in there and pop it out if you've put in the wrong one. But make sure you put your spring in first. Take your time, do them one at a time. These springs are hard to see, at least they are for me, so just put them in a container where you can pull them out easily. You want to make sure you write down the color in case they wear out and you need to replace it years from now. You're going to want to remember the setup so you ain't got to figure it out again. So make sure you write that down and put it in your owner's manual or somewhere safekeeping. If it's in correctly, it'll be flush like this here. The very last one is what holds it in the case. And the ones you put in will be flush with the system. And that is how you know you've done it right. All right, now to put the key into the case, we're going to have to remove this piece of tape here. That will then allow us to open up the case. All right, now there's 2 Phillips head screws on the top and 4 T30 Torx screws on the inside that will need to come out. And then there's 3 Phillips head screws on the back side that also need to come out. We'll go ahead and remove the 3 screws from the back. You may want a heat gun once you get all the screws out, because there is double-sided tape on this back side where these 3 screws are located. Just heat it up and then pop it off the heat gun. Sometimes makes it easier to pop off. Once you get that part off, you're going to want to get this key out so you can put your key in. You can see your double-sided strip right there. You have your locking mechanism here, so just push that in and then pull this out. In order to get the key cylinder out, you have Phillips head, and another Phillips head down there to take this bracket off. So you'll take that off next. Now this here should just pop out. You just push in and it pops out. Now you're going to want to get this brass tab on top of this wall in the cylinder. There's grooves in there to line it up, and then you'll just push it through. You may have to push the key in there and wiggle it, but don't put the key in all the way, because if the key goes in all the way, this brass piece here won't set down. So you'll have to get your key in there just a little bit like that to wiggle it around to then get that back brass tab to pop out. So now that you've got this done, you go ahead and rebuild that assembly. Make sure when you're assembling it, you pay attention to your key area and this flat part on it, and you align those inside the case. And remember, you're screwing in the plastic, so you don't want to go over torquing it or over tightening it when you screw in these screws. All right, now we get to the fun part where we put the painted piece on. They'll come with a couple screws and retaining pieces. So your rubber gaskets and retaining washers, I guess you could call them, will go here and here, and your other screws will go in the top. All 5 screws are the same, so it don't matter which one goes where. And again, don't go too tight while you're doing this. Just get them snug. You don't want it to go through the plastic on the outside. You put your rubber washer in your cover, then screw those in. And now the final piece is putting the stripe across the bottom. Since I'm going with the H2SX SE, I've gone with the gold. Kawasaki does have a lot of various covers for this stripe and the top cover, so you can pick and choose if you dig through the catalog numbers. Alright, well hopefully this helps you realize that it's not too hard to put these cases together yourself. You just need a couple hand tools and some patience and they'll go together fine. As far as the pictures of the H2, I took those pictures before the deer hit me. The bike is still at the dealership waiting on Snapsheet's vendor to come back with their estimate on the repairs. Hopefully I get it resolved sometime this coming week. We'll let you guys know when I find out more about that. But as always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, the thumbs up button. Leave some comments down below if you got any questions about the cases going together. As always, y'all ride safe and we'll see you in the next one.